Hey FlossTube, it's Donna Ray, coming to you from Flannel Jammy's farm. This is my first ever FlossTube video. I've been watching yours for a long time, seeing your beautiful videos and your tutorials and all of your stunning stitching. It's amazing. You guys are so talented. Thank you for sharing all of your beautiful works with us in FlossTube land. I wanted to jump in a new and more involved way. So here I am with my first FlossTube video. Today, rather than show you my mountain of whips and my storage bins of stash, I wanted to do the Know Your Needleworker tag so that you could get to know me just a little bit better as we begin our journey together. So, number one, where do you live? I live on a 1/5 acre urban homestead in the city of Virginia Beach. That means that we do a lot of growing of vegetables and herbs and medicinals. We do a lot of preserving, canning and dehydrating. We are beekeepers, so we keep bees on our property. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We do things the simple and old-fashioned way most of the time. Number two, what do you do for a living? I don't work anymore outside of the home, and I just kind of putter around here as an urban farm wife. And it suits me perfectly. Number three, do you have any children? We do. We have a son, Robert, and a daughter, Trista, and a son-in-law, Scott. And they are the delight of our hearts. We love them so very much, and we really like them too. Isn't it great when it works out that way? I think so. Next question, do you have any pets? We have one dog. She's a Carolina dog, and her name is Scarlet. Scarlet is a wonderful, wonderful animal. She's very bright, of course. We all think our dogs are bright. She's an emotional support animal for me as well. So she travels with me when I have to do certain things, and it's a real comfort to me. Next question. What are your other hobbies besides stitching? Well, you know, makers are going to make, right? So I do a little painting, I do a little paper art, I do a little crochet, I do a little stained glass, I do some Zentangle, Yogi Knit Girl on Instagram. Thank you so much for teaching me this beautiful practice of Zentangle. It's very, very soothing, and I really enjoy it. Probably my favorite hobby, though, is beekeeping. We do enjoy keeping honeybees and watching them work in community and watching them just fly and do all the wonderful things that they do. They're amazing creatures. Next question. What is your favorite movie? Too many to choose one, right? I love all of the Harry Potter films. I love all of the Lord of the Rings films. I love Becoming Jane. I love Miss Potter. I love all of the Jane Austen films and all their different renditions and remakes. I love Bright Star, the story of poet Keats and Fanny Brawne. Yeah, so many, too many to choose, right? And then what's your favorite TV show? Well, a little different taste there. I really love to watch Ink Master. I love the art of tattooing, and it's really interesting to watch them through that process. I like Project Runway. I like Ancient Aliens. I like Alaska: The Last Frontier. Yeah, lots of different things. What's your favorite book? This one, I can choose one. And it's Anne Voskamp's 1,000 Gifts. This book changed my life and my faith walk. Anne discovered through the scriptures the practice of being thankful and how thanksgiving always preceded the miracle. It's a beautiful book, and it's a really great way for us to walk through our own lives, giving thanks in the hard things, giving thanks in the good things, giving thanks in all things. I highly recommend it. So, what is your favorite music? Well, that depends on where I am. If I'm driving around in the Jeep and bebopping all over town, I really like some really loud rock, and I like to just sing at the top of my lungs, and the other drivers think I'm crazy, and that's okay. When I'm at home, I like very soothing, very quiet, very calming, sometimes a little Celtic music, just something to keep everything calm and serene. That's what I like at home. And the last question, what is the one word that best describes you? And I noticed that many of you had trouble with this question. I did too. I had no way to approach this. So I did what a lot of you did, and I asked someone close to me, my husband, and he chose the word passionate pretty quickly. And that really does describe me. I have very strong beliefs. I jump into things with both feet. I'm very emotional, and everything I think and feel is usually right here. So great word, passionate. I do want to share with you while we're together today, there are 3 works behind me, previous works. The first one, A Bushel and a Peck. And this is from Wendy at Pineberry Lane. Oh, Wendy, I love your designs. This is a cute one. It's done with over-dyed threads on a 32 count R&R Reproductions linen in the colorway Flax. This one over here is Threadwork Primitives Wandering Heart. And I did this as a stitch along with my dear heart friend Lynette. She's homesteading on the home front here on FlossTube. Hey Lynette. And this one was done again with over-dyed threads, and it's 1/2 on a 36 count R&R Reproductions linen, and the colorway is Irish Cream. The one above it is Kathy Barrick's Heaven and Nature Sing. I love this piece, but it took forever to stitch that deer. Oh my goodness. I did change the verse from Heaven and Nature Sing to Repeat the Sounding Joy. It's done in Gloriana silks, and if you have not stitched with Gloriana silks, just turn me off. Just don't even watch anymore. Shut it down and go to your computer and order, or go to your LNS and buy Gloriana silks. They are a joy to stitch with. But this piece, I did change the verse to Repeat the Sounding Joy because one of my favorite Christmas movies is The Family Stone. And toward the end, the characters Ben and Meredith are kind of settling into who they are. And in that quiet moment, she starts to hum this song. And Ben, with great feeling, says, "Repeat the sounding joy." And it's just such a beautiful moment. During the Christmas season, my husband and I repeat this little phrase to each other a lot. So I had to change it. At any rate, I'm so glad you spent some time with us today, and Scarlett appreciates it. I appreciate it. I'm glad that this community exists. It's very loving and kind and so creative. Until next time, I invite you to be the grace and the kindness that you want to see in the world. Bye-bye.
If I just say the words, is that enough to make them true? If I just say the words, will you know that I love you? I try to open up my heart so that you can see the truth. If I just say the words, will you know that I love you? Yes, I do. I love you.